Yo, RPM Trey Vietnam in this bitch. Let's see if we can get let's see if we can hold a signal down so I can get this shit cracking. Fucking knocking in my dashboard with the AC or whatever's doing that. It's so annoying. It will stop eventually. It'll stop. Yo, man, how y'all doing today? I hope everybody is doing good. I hope everybody is trying their best to be aware of as much of the game plan as possible. The game plan is to drive us all into a state of control where the power over us will be so insurmountable that we won't even conceive of fighting them, that we don't even talk about it. That's what they want you to not do. So not even really talk about it. You can't even bring up the possibility of a revolution to an active politician without the guilt trip washing over them that you're talking about them. They totally expect that if things get as politically ridiculous as it is right now, that people might talk about these kinds of things. And it's weird to me when the censorship that we censor ourselves, that some people say, hey, don't say that. Or don't speak on that in the way that you do, because boogie woogie woogie. How about I don't give a fuck? How's that? Imagine how scary the guys are gonna come see you. They're gonna knock on your door. How scary would that actually be if 1 million Americans said, not to fuck on my watch, you're not. I bet the fuck you don't. I bet you we act the way y'all do when y'all get at us. I bet you we act like that towards you if you do that. If we did that, all of a sudden the fear that we have, well, hey man, don't say that like that, big bad government. Man, we'll make all that shit seem like, okay, tell them do it then. Tell them to do it then. Y'all are, it's surprising to me that this little detail can make or break what it is that we got going on, yet and still the toughest of you motherfuckers can't see it enough to know that revolution does not mean fight them. That means turn your back on them. Once you gain the upper hand with the proper steps that it takes to successfully launch any kind of revolution, you will know that the power in even bringing that together is enough power to shake their shit up. You're not going to have to fight. Maybe in defense when they freak out on you, but you're not going to have to fight them. There is absolutely no way in hell that any fucking politician that really fucked something up can face 10,000 people saying that they are going to fire him right now in the moment. They're going to storm his office, not to hurt him, but to throw all of his shit into a fucking box and casually carry it outside. You can't come back here. Give me your key. Give me your badge or whatever, fucking licensing or whatever the fuck you think you have. Give it all to me. Go home. Maybe there will be a warrant for your arrest later. In the meantime, you can't be here. If 10,000 people storm one seriously crooked, obviously crooked politician in that way, there's not going to be a fucking cop that's going to fucking stop you or nothing. Nobody would stop you. There you go. I think y'all got the upper hand. There's a lot of y'all. What the fuck? They'd be so surprised at the numbers, man, that you'll be surprised that you can move some shit. All you gotta do is look at what it is that they do to move their shit. They're constantly planning 24/7. We don't think about nothing. We debate shit amongst ourselves in a fucking echo chamber, preaching to the choir on the internet, saying the same shit over and over again, and yet and still ain't nobody doing shit. Funny to me. Weird to me. Y'all are strange. This is funny to me. You have to know that your rights didn't come from them so that they cannot take shit. You can't lose no rights to somebody that did not give you the fucking right, especially when the illusion of them giving you this right or having control over it was gained by a bunch of criminal activities. Some of them major criminal activities, big events, like the inception of the fucking Federal Reserve, the inception of the CIA, all of the shit that they did as soon as they got their shit cracking. It's nice to know where all of this power is coming from. You can find out where it is that all of this shit is going, where it's coming from, and what they're really doing. If you understand what it is that they do and how they move. This is why understanding politics is fucking worth it. I wish I understood this shit when I was younger. This is why understanding gematria is worth it. I wish I understood this shit when I was younger. Some people might not rock with the gematria, and that's okay. But what is the title of this fucking video? What'd I say? Huh? What'd I say? Either it's true or it's not. So I don't give a fuck how anybody feels about what it sounds like. It does not matter whether you understand it or not. If you dismiss it before you understand it, then I already know that I got the upper hand on you. I don't even want you standing next to me in a revolution. If things like this will get by you, where you can actually draw a line of separation between me and a friendship and a partnership in the idea of fighting for freedom, if the line is drawn because I say the Constitution set us up, if that draws a line between us, this is why we're gonna lose. Because we already on the same side. But when I say that, sometimes people go, and then I go, but then I wasn't talking to you. I'm only talking to the people who are going to accept everything what it is that I have to say. And if anything that I ever have to say makes people go, man, I can't really rock with Trey, then I go, then I cannot rock with you. I'm glad we found something. I'm glad we found something to push the divide, because if that is what it has to be, so be it, that's your call. Because I'm willing to accept a whole bunch of shit that you think that I might think is fucking stupid. It doesn't matter. How you feel about the government? Are they criminals? Oh, you can see that? You're my brother. I need nothing else from you. I need nothing else from you. I don't need to know your favorite toppings on pizza. I don't need to know your blood type, what kind of women you like. Don't none of that shit matter to me. I do not care. I don't give a fuck if you gay or not. Don't none of that matter. I can strongly disagree with the idea that you might be attracted to other men, but if you tell me that you know the government is fucking this shit up, they aim to fucking drive us into a state of enslavement that we cannot get out of, so much so that we can't even talk about it anymore. That is what they're trying to, that's what they want to do, and you know it. This should be urgent business to y'all. And urgent business like this should not be easily fucking so easily tainted and broken, because people don't like the idea of me saying that the Constitution set us up and it didn't help us at all. Because they want to be constitutionalists. Why is that the divide between us when we already saying the same thing? Government is the issue. I don't think that you can make the power it is that we're trying to address back down because you voted, or because you're scared, or because you caught them, or because you're crying. What of those things have you not already been doing that has actually led to some success in keeping us off your ass? None of those things actually do none of the good stuff that you wanted to do. We all know that, because that's observable, honest observation. Anybody who can't follow what it is that I'm saying, Democrat or Republican, I'm going to immediately right away separate myself from you, because then I know you are intellectually inferior in a dangerous way, and now I get to call you out on that because you look like a danger to me. That you can't understand that the Constitution set us up. And that voting doesn't keep us from anything. If the Constitution and the voting was so fucking awesome, why is it that everybody's on the brink of fucking social panic about all of this fucking government business? Nobody's comfortable. I'm surprised at today's social climate. That's why I'm glad I get out here doing the open carry demonstrations. Over and over again, I see it in real time, right in front of me. What it is that they are affecting and what it is that they are not affecting. They are not affecting the social opinion about the guns. It's not going way in their fucking favor like they want it to look like to you through their lying media and shit, so that when they pass stupid gun laws and shit, they can say, don't you know that this is what y'all asked us to do? Look at all these news stories. But in reality, when I get out here, I go, what I'm seeing in the public don't support y'all urgency and the fucking cadence that you guys have when you just speak so freely about what the fuck you gonna do about my gun. Where you getting that energy from? The public? I don't see it. I'm out here and I don't see it. These motherfuckers love me out here doing this open carry shit. The fuck? And the ones that don't, you know what I know? They're probably unarmed and they not a threat to me. They're not gonna do nothing. So I can laugh off the haters. You see how this works? The gun be fixing all that shit. The gun be fixing all that shit, bro. I don't even fear my haters, because none of my haters got no guns. I have no reason to get out here to act like nothing, nobody. I'm not even talking to y'all. I came out here to get the hugs from y'all. I'm talking to them. I'm not an auditor. I don't do that. I don't get out here hoping to come across a police officer so I can reach out to him and tell him that he is doing his job. I came out here to talk to the people. I was hoping that I would come out here enough that I would numb the police where they won't even fucking look in my direction. And very often they won't. That's how they show me that they coming by to check it out because somebody called, but they don't care enough to even look me in my fucking face because they know who I am and they don't give a fuck. Look at that. Another divide. Not all these cops fucking hate you. Not even because you black or none of that shit. Not even when you black and armed, and I'm proving it. 5.5 years. I get out here doing open carry demonstrations. Bulletproof vest level 4. Right? AR-15. 4 mags with the motherfucker. 1 in the chamber. And there's the Glock or the XD on my side. One in the chamber. Showing California how it's really done. 5.5 years I got out here, ain't hurt nobody. It'd be the safest fucking corner in the city when I'm out here, because not only am I willing to fucking stop a bad guy, no problem, I'm also incapable of convincing anybody that I'm their fucking boss. My gun don't even make me your boss. No, the fuck it don't. Cause you might have one. Now who's the boss? Whoever's the better shot. I don't dictate or run or boss nothing when I got my guns out there like that. That is for aggressive defense, which your life deserves that. Some people don't understand that. There's people that rock with the gun shit that think that the open carry demonstration is a little too much and blah, blah, blah. And to them I say step aside. I'm not going to please all of y'all, and I already know that. And I already don't give a fuck. I'm just going to be me and see what sticks. I don't care about what happens after that. We're all doomed anyway. I'm just making a fucking record that some of us could see them and some of us didn't give a fuck about throwing the fucking rocks at the throne. I want the world to remember that somebody could see them and say, fuck y'all. Huh. That's all I care about now. I got very little stake in the outcome. Because we're not going to win this shit because all y'all some bitches. Right? We already know that part. Right? You know how I can tell y'all bitches? Because if somebody supports the fucking Second Amendment and they hear me say that the Constitution might have set us up, they will divorce themselves from my content, from what else I got to say, and all that other type of shit, and that's proof that we're not going to win. Politicians don't agree on a whole lot of stuff. There's some conflicting issues going on. You know what they all know? The government's going to win the election. They always win. Every vote is for them. Every vote is master. To hold a government gun, a tax-funded gun, to your face about whatever the fuck they want to talk about for the next 4 fucking years. Whether they hold up the promises, reveal new ideas to you based upon the fucking news that they be faking all the fucking time, that'll be the motivation for your favorite politician to go back on all the promises he made you. Oh, well, this happened 1 year into my term. I took my whole fucking administration in this direction. They do this to you over and over again too, and you let them. And you think the next time you vote things will be different. Y'all some suckers. Y'all some all-day suckers. Goofies. And I don't know about y'all, but I like telling y'all in the rough way sometimes. And I know I'm not talking to y'all, because anybody sitting here watching me, there's a good fucking chance that by this point you like what I'm saying. You're not going to be disagreeing with me hanging on to my videos like this. I guess haters might do that, but I don't see none of that happening. I don't mean to really. The only thing I got for my supporters is hugs, bro. all of the name calling and intellectual shaming. All of that shit is for all of the haters, all of the CIA, FBI agents that might be watching my shit, the ATF. I know some of y'all gotta be aware of my channel. If not, then I'm disappointed. If so, welcome. Because U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242 says that all of you guys are actually the felons, and that's strange to me. Because y'all got some serious guns, and y'all trying to dictate other people's guns. And I find that to be strange as fuck, bro. That if y'all supposed to be so smart about your job and so diligent, y'all always want to play by the rules and follow all of the laws. The law says that all of y'all are felons. Now what? Asshole? Y'all are weird. And I want a fucking answer. I want to answer. I want a cop to fucking look it up, standing in front of me, U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242. I want him to read it, and then me and him should stand right there to examine if there's anything at all in his everyday normal protocol, not what he does on a personal level, but what it is they train him to do. Does that, any of that at all, lead you into a violation of U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242. And I guarantee you, we will find something right in front of the fucking camera that will reveal that the cop in front of me is actually the fucking fella and I'm not. And he deserves to put his fucking guns on the ground in his hands behind his back. That's how serious it is, and nobody knows. But either it's true or it's not. I don't care how it makes you feel. I don't care if you don't understand what it is that I'm saying, and you're going to have to go do the research. Then I want you to. Search it right now when you're done with the fucking video. Please do. If you don't know what U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242 is, and you refuse to look it up after you hear me say this shit, then I know you a bitch, because you are running from the fucking implied responsibility to shake your own cognitive dissonance by realizing that your fucking gov love is fugazi as fuck. You're actually praising and following the lead of and the orders of constitutional felons that shouldn't be armed. Y'all are weirdos. Goddamn. Weirdos. Now you gotta let it go. Now you gotta let all the gun love go. Let it go, man. Why you love them so much, bro? If anybody gonna hurt you with impunity like they can't be touched, it'll be them. I know for goddamn fucking sure. I can't hurt nobody without risking my fucking life. They think they can hurt somebody and they might get transferred. They gonna get that paid vacation. Shit, depending on the circumstance, they might get a medal. The fuck? Rick James and this bitch. No mask, what up? No mask, no way. I love your handle. I wore, if y'all ain't seen my bulletproof mask, I got a fucking level 3A bulletproof mask. I wore that into the grocery store, open carrying a pistol during COVID, and they looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, what? I got to right to bear arms and I cover my face like you told me to. The fuck? I was in there with my daughter. My daughter was like 2 or 3 at the time. They knew I meant no harm. I look harmless as fuck. I'm sitting here playing peekaboo with her, shopping for groceries in the middle of the grocery store with a smile on my face that they can't see. Nobody called the police. Nobody said nothing to me. Like it's supposed to be. Don't ask me to do something and then be all weirded out when I do it like this. I remember a time where they didn't want you to have a mask on your face in public. Not that it was ever illegal, but people would turn their nose down there. Now, if you come into a store during that fucking COVID bullshit, they look at you like you crazy because you didn't cover your face up. I go, well, I'm going to cover my face up, but I'm not going to not carry my gun because it's not what do I look like in here. Nobody cared. It's weird to me. No mask, no way. That's dope. Man, I'm in this live stream, man. I just want to talk my shit real quick. Peace and love to y'all, man. Listen, I be wanting y'all to be as diligent as possible in the attempts to keep from being fooled about the most serious things in the world. If you want to reduce your chances of being fooled and played in your life about the things that y'all pretend to be responsible, knowledgeable adults that should be respected in your opinion about these things. If that's who you think you are, I am telling you, you're not going to be able to achieve what it is you think you're going to achieve with that attitude if you allow government to convince you that they are the remedy to all of the shit that they started. They're the problem. U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242. Either you know what it is or you're going to get off this fucking video and go look it up. I don't want to hear no bullshit. This is how adults fucking handle these things. If you hear something this fucking serious and you were unaware of it before, you had to ask yourself, is that true or not? Because if it is, that means something very powerful. If it's not, Trace, just fucking stop saying shit like that. And then come back and tell me, man, why the fuck you say that? That ain't real. The fuck is your problem? You want people to fucking align with the fucking freedom, you gotta at least give them fucking accurate information, Trey. Then come back here and do that then. U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242. They cannot hide behind the color of law to be breaking that Constitution, violating that Constitution. If something made its way to law status, doesn't matter. If they're guilty of that shit, they might deserve 10 years in prison for being guilty of that shit. Maybe even put to death, depending on what it is that their violation led them to do, while they found some kind of comfort in thinking that they were only following orders because this is law, but the law should have never made it there because the law is a violation of the Constitution. If all of that happens, they all got to go down for that. That's what's supposed to happen. Every cop in Illinois, after they legalized marijuana, knowingly made a fucking marijuana arrest when it was illegal, he's got to face that shit now. Y'all got way too happy when they freed the weed. Y'all didn't go hold nobody accountable for when they were wrong, when they admitted that they had been constitutionally wrong about some very serious stuff for a long fucking time and nobody did nothing. Engineer X, I'm about out of here, bro. You have to rewind back and check it out, man. I got to jump off this live stream, but peace and love to y'all, man. Buy a gun today if you don't got one. Look up U.S. Title 18, Section 241 and 242. The government's crazy, and y'all let them do that. Y'all let them do all that shit, bro. It's your fault.